Get You Some Radio.
It's about promoting yourself, really. I mean, I love where I work, but they're not gonna make me sell every day. It's up to me to do it. So I've invested into bow sales. That's kind of the motto I've took this year. I'm gonna do what it takes to get me where I got to be. I can't depend on somebody else to stand behind me and force me to do stuff, because in this industry, it's real easy to be lazy and just sit around. And if you do that, then you're going to go hungry. You're not going to last long. I've kind of learned that. I went through a little slump where I just kind of sat around. And I mean, they're not going to make you get out there and wait on people and do these videos and stuff. But doing this has kind of changed it for me. I don't depend on what they bring in. We've got a BDC department that sets appointments every day for us.
Yeah.
But I've learned that was one big thing I did in January and February is I didn't really rely on what they were bringing in. That was just kind of icing on top of the cake.
Now, your weekly dose of inspiration, perspiration, and just the right amount of bull defecation. The Get You Some Radio Show with your host, the Vice President of Making Shit Happen, Terry Lancaster.
Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to the Get You Some Radio Show. I am your host, Terry Lancaster. I'm pretty excited about today's guest. If any of you know anything about me, you know that I've been running every day except one for 4.5 years. I'm a big believer in what you do every day matters more than what you do every once in a while. It was a quote from Gretchen Rubin from her, I think it was the book, I don't even remember the name of the book, but Gretchen Rubin is the one where I got that quote from. And so I got excited about today's guest. We were connected on Facebook, as I'm connected with lots of automotive salespeople around the country. And earlier this year, he started posting a Facebook Live video every single day. And he started keeping track of his streak. I'm doing this every day. So he'd have a video up every day. And I started paying attention to what he was doing. And I called him one day and said, so tell me how that working for you. What's happening about that? And he told me how posting Facebooks every single day, which is one of the things I encourage automotive salespeople to do, post to Facebook Live every single day. And he told me what that has done for him and his career and his family and his income. And his name is Bo Sells from Foothills Ford in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. And we're going to be talking to Bo about that after this.
Make more friends. Sell more cars. 97% of car shoppers say they would prefer to know their salesperson before they ever set foot in the dealership. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. And they refer their family and friends to people they know, like, and trust. Visit terrylancaster.org to learn how your sales staff can get more reviews, more referrals, and more repeat business by building better, stronger, more authentic relationships online and in real life. terrylancaster.org.
Oh, my brother. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I appreciate you taking time to be with me on the show today. So let's just get right to the show, right to it. Let's get out of the gate. You've been how many days in a row are you now posting Facebook Lives?
Today will be day number 85.
So you're almost at 3 months. You're doing videos every day. What's that done for you?
Well, really, the videos every day, it's helped get me out there in front of everybody I've got on Facebook. I know a lot gets lost in the Facebook algorithm, but being out there every day, just doing and some of the days I've got sales related. Some of the days, the other day I asked people what they like to do, what was their hobby. I mean, stuff like that, just kind of get people engaged, get them talking. And really, since I've been doing that, I've had several people come in. I've had them message me and call me, people I've never even met. And they got to know me and come in here, and I was able to help them get into a car. I mean, it's really helped my sales the last few months.
Yeah, so people you don't even know are coming in and talking to you about that, and you have actual sales, actually traceable to actual videos that you come in, and so it's made you money.
Yeah, I had one last month especially. She said she had been following me ever since I started it in January. she said she sits by her computer and waits on me to come on every day, and she keeps up with all my videos, and she come in here and bought a car from me.
Wow, you superstar, baby, superstar. Now, the thing you told me is that at Foothills Ford, you'd had the same salesman of the month for a considerable time. You had a guy who had kind of owned it, and who was the salesman of the month in January and February?
Yeah, I was the salesman of the month, January and February. The guy before me, he'd been here a little over 25 years, and nobody's really ever beat him. He's been the top guy. Ever since I started doing this, I took over, and I was at the top the last 2 months.
So my question is, how did he react to that? So here's this guy who's all of a sudden doing videos, and now he's the salesman of the month over me, and I've been doing this for 25 years. What was his reaction?
Yeah, he just told me he was coming for me. He don't really do any of the social media or Facebook. He's kind of old school.
Right.
He sees a lot of people, but he just, I don't know, there's something different with the social media. That's what everything I believe is going to. It's a lot easier to get a hold of people. A lot of people, I mean, they don't have time to come in if they're at work, but social media, you can kind of reach out to them. And it just seems like all this is working a lot better.
Yeah, you said it's easy to get a hold of salespeople, and that's one of the things I believe that I like Facebook as a customer relationship manager for customers that you've sold and customers that you're working, because you use it to stay in touch with people that you are actively. You don't use it just to prospect. You use it to actively sell and to actively stay in touch with past customers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been working good. I've actually got into QuickPage now, and it's really been a big thing. You can send videos, and I was kind of skeptical at first about doing it, but it's really simple and easy. If you want to send a good sized video to somebody, I had a guy that was coming from West Virginia last month to come down and buy a car, and sent him a video on the QuickPage, and got to know him kind of before he got here, and he enjoyed the videos, and it kind of led him, because I mean, he come hundreds of miles. There was a lot of dealerships in between me and him. Just something different out there, and it kind of got his attention and got him down here.
Oh, there you go. So you talked about the different things. You had the one video where you ask people, what they do. So you're not necessarily always talking about the car business. Tell us about some of the different. We'll start with this one. What's your favorite video that you've done in the last 90 days?
Really, probably that one. I got a lot of reaction on it. I kind of got to know some people that I've already sold to, and some people that I've never met. Because I went through last year and added a bunch of random people on Facebook, just trying to get my friends scaled up so I can be active on more people. But I told them, I said, I have no idea who you even are or what you do. I've never met them. And I got a lot of response on there. People were telling me what they like to do in their spare time and their hobbies, and what interests them. And it really took off. Yeah.
So I mean, and that's the first rule of sales, is what everyone's favorite subject to talk about is they want to talk about themselves. So you dialed into that to get your engagement, to get people talking about themselves and helping them talk about themselves.
Yeah.
I saw you'd done the same thing. You asked people about what they do for a living. So you had another video about that where you're talking about people, their businesses and their careers, trying to help promote them a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I found out it's pretty good if you can, the small businesses and stuff, if I promote them a little, I'm not necessarily asking them to promote me back, but by getting out, and if they ever get in the spot that they know somebody that they're needing a vehicle, they're like, Bo Sales has done all this promoting for me, so he hasn't asked for anything in return. I'm going to send somebody to him. And I believe that's what it's probably going to lead to.
Yeah. And Ben, and you do talk about yourself. You talk about your family. Today's your young son's birthday. Happy birthday. You talk about bowling. So I've seen a bunch of videos about bowling. How do people react to your bowling videos? What are you bowling these days? What are you throwing?
So, I actually, years ago, I joined the PBA, actually got professional in it.
Dude.
Yeah. And I still bowl on a league and go to tournaments whenever I can. I carry about a 215, 220 average. And I got big into it, and I try to keep that part of my life. And I've got a lot of people that are friends on Facebook that follow me just because of that. So that kind of gets them interested too.
Yeah. So and again, then that just proves that you're a real live person, that you're not just the guy at the car dealership, that you have a family, that you have friends, that you're a well-rounded human being. You have stuff to talk about other than just trying to sell them a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bowl about a 215 too, a 215 series. So that's about 70 a game, I think. So tell me about those pictures you got sitting on the wall behind you.
So I'm the only one in my dealership that's been doing this. Everybody, it gets their attention when they're walking down the hall. They always come to my office and look in here. I've got every customer that I sell to, I take a picture with them, and my whole wall, both sides are covered in pictures of previous customers. I've been doing this ever since I started here, and I'm hopefully going to fill the whole wall here soon.
How long you been in the car business, Bo?
I've been in it a little over a year and a half now.
Okay, so you are fairly new into it. Not quite a rookie, but still early on.
Yeah.
All right, and you've picked up. So you're thanking your customers. You got pictures of your customers. You're doing social media, doing Facebook Live. You said you're using QuickPage. QuickPage is a video messaging service there where you can actually transmit videos over email and text and actually on Facebook and other things. What are some other things that you're doing to help market yourself and get your name out there?
So one of the biggest things I've got into when I started working here not long after that, I joined a group called the Sales Hustlers.
Yeah.
And I've got in big with them. Sean Hayes, I watch his videos every day. I know he's been on your show before.
Yep.
And I've talked personally with him. I'm leaving Wednesday, heading down to Orlando for the Hustle and Grind convention, actually.
Yeah.
And them guys in there, they've helped me a lot on promoting myself, set up my own website, and several other things like that.
What's your website? What's your URL?
It's BoSalesCars.com.
BoSalesCars.com. And so sometimes setting up a website, it can be complicated. It can be easy. Tell us about your website, how you set it up, what platform you're using, what you got on there.
Well, I actually did mine probably the easiest way you can do. I created a business page on Facebook.
Right.
And then I linked that URL website directly to my Facebook page.
Okay, so your URL, Bo Sells Cars, just forwards to your business page on your Facebook business page. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a real simple way to do it instead of going through and creating a whole entire website.
Well, that is definitely the easiest way to do it. How is that working for you? Of course, you put that on everything. Where do you send that URL out at?
I've got it everywhere. I put it in all my posts, and I think I've got up in the year and a half that I've been in the business. I've got over 400 and some people following it.
Yeah.
Me and a fellow salesman here last year, we actually had a contest we were doing, and seeing who could get the most likes and followers, and that took off and got me quite a few people. And now I've got promotional stuff. I've even got like a wristband here that I have fixed up for my customers that I sell to.
Yeah.
It's got my little slogan on it, my website, my phone number, and I give that out with every car I sell.
Right.
And it's kind of a neat way. They can either wear it on their wrist, or a lot of them just use it like as a keychain.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So have you got one there? Hold it up again for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you use that as a keychain? I guess like a carabiner or something. You link on there or just scroll it through. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Now let me ask you this. I got a couple. I was just having this conversation at a lunch meeting I was at just now, and was talking to some guys about doing Facebook Live videos. And everyone I talk to about this, they all hem and they haw, and they kind of go, well, I know I need to. I really should. I ought to. But I don't have the right camera, or I don't have the right phone, or I don't have the right microphone. So everyone's trying to be perfect. And so I mean, I mean, don't be wrong. You're a darn handsome man, Bo. I mean, you're a good looking fella, but you are not you're not a rock star guy. You're not a talking head. You don't have the smooth Midwestern dialect. You sound like a redneck like me. And is that okay? Do people need to be worried about that?
I mean, when I first started doing it, all the videos, yeah, I took like 100 takes my first few times. I was trying to make it perfect, trying to edit it, and I just found myself investing like 2 or 3 hours into a little 30-second to a minute video.
Right.
And really, in the end, I think it's just about getting the point across and reaching out to people. I mean, I haven't edited a video in forever now. I just roll with it. If I mess up, I mess up, and that way they kind of see that, hey, he's a real person. This is not scripted, and I'm just speaking from the heart.
Yeah. Well, Sean Hayes and I actually talked about that your imperfection is your superpower. That's what makes you a real human being, is being less than perfect. And so, I mean, and I tell this to people, but I want to hear it out of your mouth, that the videos that you spent 3 hours on and did hundreds of takes and edited everything and tried to make them perfect, were those any better? Did you get any more engagement out of those than the one you sat down in your car and spent 90 seconds taping last night?
No.
No. So it was 3 hours of your life that didn't need to be spent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you have any advice for the people? I know everyone likes to, there's a couple of videos that you always see. You see people, they want to do a walk around video where they talk about a car, they talk about inventory for this much a month. Do you have any advice on how to do a good walk around or how to do a good inventory video talking about a car?
Yeah, I mean, I've done several. I've actually recently got more into it. I've created a YouTube page, and that seemed to help some with my customers. I'm trying to do now, everybody that buys a car from me, I'm trying to do a walk around of every car we got on the lot right now.
Right.
That way, whether I sell it or not, I'll have that in my back pocket if I ever run across the same vehicle. But
yeah,
it kind of works out that I try to go over as much as you can during the demonstration of the vehicle, but people are going to forget, and it seemed like it really helps. I can just tell them, I'll be like, well, check out my YouTube video. Instead of me sitting on the phone for 15, 20 minutes trying to explain where a button is, I can just send them a link to the video, and they can watch the video back, and I pretty much demo it all in the video.
Yeah, and with QuickPage, you can actually put that video in your QuickPage message. So you can have an intro video and the video that you created about where the button for the thing that they're looking for is. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and the other video that you seem to see everywhere is, and you talked about for everyone that you sell, you try to get a video with your customers. Some customers aren't any more excited about taping a video than some salespeople are. Do you have any advice on how to get your customers to ease up in front of cameras and to jump in there with you?
Yeah. I've had some people that absolutely did not want to do a video, but really, it seemed like if I'm just, the more I get to talk to them, the more time I think I spend with the customer and kind of let them know toward the end, I kind of want to do just a quick little video. It seems to give them a little time to prepare and ease up a little bit. But you're still going to get a few that they're absolutely not going to want to do it. I've got a few people that want to take a picture, but
yeah,
the majority, they'll let you take a picture, and most of them, if you kind of tell them what you're going to do in the video and prepare them, they seem to, by the time you get ready to do it, you give them about a half an hour, they seem to be a little more ready for it.
All right. So, any other videos that we hadn't talked about? Because that's the big question I get is people don't know what to talk about. One, they're nervous about it, and two, they don't really know what to talk about. So if you were selling cars in Topeka, Kansas, or wherever, and you were about to make some videos and you didn't know what to talk about, what would you talk about?
I mean, I try not to relate all my videos to car sales, because I think if you do them all on just promoting a vehicle or that, you seem to lose a lot of followers. Right. So that's why I throw in some of my stuff like my bowling stuff.
Right.
I'd probably suggest maybe throw in a hobby you like, or if you live in a certain area, somewhere good to eat or something like that, or a local business. That always seems to, seem like you can always talk about something like that. It's easier to think of than just random stuff.
Yeah. Where's a good place to eat in Pilot Mountain? If I was driving to Pilot Mountain next week, where would I want to go eat?
Depends on if you like. There's a little Italian place down the road called Rigatoni's. It's a good place.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell everybody. Yeah, I tell everybody, go to the place where all the salespeople go for lunch every day, and get a waitress to help you tell what the specials are that day. Everybody will love you for that, and everybody likes a good place to eat. So that's a great tip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is the point of the show. I promise everybody that the show is mostly automotive salespeople, but it's not 100% automotive salespeople. There's some insurance agents, there's some real estate agents, and it's all salespeople and entrepreneurs, people who eat what they kill. And if they don't sell something every day, they might not eat that day. Or if they definitely go a week without selling, they're not going to eat something. So I promise them that 30 minutes is a big hunk of time that they're going to devote to listening to me and my friends run our mouths, talk about whatever we're talking about. So I promise them if you're going to devote that kind of time to the show, if you're going to watch and listen to what we have to say, we're going to leave you with one thing that you can do today to start creating a better career, to create more sales, to create a better life, to create health, happiness, and prosperity. That's the sum in the Get You Some Radio Show: health, happiness, and prosperity. So, Bo, when people put their phone down today, when they shut off the computer, when they're getting back to work, what's the one action step that you would tell them to do today to start creating more sales, to becoming better?
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
I would say the biggest thing I found to make yourself better when you put everything down is I've been doing it. I started it actually this year when I started doing my videos. Was I actually sat down with a piece of pen and paper, and I've been planning my whole day out, and that has seemed to make a huge difference. If you've got structure to your day and you've got a plan going into it, you tend not to get as easily sidetracked. I know when I first started, I was all gun-ho and ready to go, but then a while into the industry, everybody, they sit around and talk and kind of got out of it. But luckily, I got myself back into it, started structuring my day, writing everything down. I've actually started waking up a lot earlier, too. That's part of the Sales Hustlers group I joined.
Yeah.
They got a group called the 4:30 Club. We wake up at 4:30 every morning, and we watch 30 minutes worth of inspirational videos, and then we dedicate the next 30 minutes to something to better yourself, to learn more in the industry.
Yeah.
And then kind of after that, just sit down and plan my whole day out. That seemed to be one of the biggest things I could recommend to do, would be to plan your day.
So you plan your day in the morning. You're after you've done that, but before you're out into the world, you've got your day planned and you're ready to roll.
Yeah.
You write it down on a piece of paper, or you send yourself an email. Where do you put that?
Yeah, I've got a notebook I actually keep, and I write it down every single day. Some of the days are the same, some of them's not, and I've kind of got a backup plan because I know you're going to get thrown off when you catch a customer. You don't know how long you're going to be with them.
Right.
So that kind of throws it off a little bit, but I kind of got a backup to go to. If I'm with a person an extra hour or something, I can go to this other plan.
So a typical day, how many items would you have on your to-do list that you're trying to plan out there?
I probably get about 10 or 15 things on my list.
All right, so you keep 10 or 15 on there. I want to go back at the very beginning. We started talking when you said you asked the video about people what do you do because you wanted to get to know them. You said that last year you had started adding a bunch of people at random on Facebook to boost your reach, and I'm a big believer in that. I think more make more friends, sell more cars is kind of my slogan. Make more friends, sell more cars, and if you can add more friends on Facebook, as long as they're local friends, as long as they're people who one day might buy a car from you, you should probably endeavor to add them. So tell me how that worked for you, what the response was, and how you picked out who you were trying to add. You were just adding people at random like that.
So at first I went through it, and the people that I sold cars to that I add on Facebook, I try to go through their friends list, and I actually added anybody that was local on their friends list. I tried to add them as a friend because they're going to see where I tag them once I post, because I post every time I sell a car with the pictures that I take. So I try to add them. That way, hopefully, by the time I do that, I can tag them in it.
Yeah.
Not only will they see it in their friends' timeline, but they'll be tagged in it too. So I kind of went that way. And then there's some that it said, how it's got the mutual friends. If I've got a mutual friend with them, I would add them too. I did add a few that wasn't in state. That kind of didn't pan out, so I went back through and made sure, kind of like you said, keep them within driving distance of me.
Yeah. And I mean, some people are a little uncomfortable with that. They think it seems stalkery, or people are going to freak out with some random salesperson is trying to friend them on Facebook. Did you get anybody to yell at you, cuss you, call you bad names or anything?
I really didn't, surprisingly, but I figured that would probably happen. But everybody was pretty cool that I added. Some of them they haven't never responded back to me. I tried to send all of them just a little message to let them know who I was and why I added them and who I knew them from. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to leave the folks with? Anything you want to tell? Any words of wisdom you got for anybody?
I'd just say the best thing I've figured out in this business is I know I work for this dealership and I do everything I can to promote my own dealership, but at the end of the day, it's about promoting yourself, really. I mean, I love where I work, but they're not gonna make me sell every day. It's up to me to do it. So I've invested into bow sales. That's kind of the motto I've took this year. I'm gonna do what it takes to get me where I got to be. I can't depend on somebody else to stand behind me and force me to do stuff, because in this industry, it's real easy to be lazy and just sit around. And if you do that, then you're going to go hungry. You're not going to last long. I've kind of learned that. I went through a little slump where I just kind of sat around. And I mean, they're not going to make you get out there and wait on people and do these videos and stuff. But doing this has kind of changed it for me. I don't depend on what they bring in. We've got a BDC department that sets appointments every day for us.
Yeah.
But I've learned that was one big thing I did in January and February is I didn't really rely on what they were bringing in. That was just kind of icing on top of the cake. I brought all my other people in, and then whatever I caught from what they brought in was just extra.
That's awesome. How many appointments they set for you a day or a week?
Usually a day. We tend to do like 20 to 25 appointments.
For Bo has 25 appointments for the day?
No, that's for the whole dealership.
Right. No. For how many you end up walking away with?
I average somewhere in between 2 to 5 usually. Okay. I mean, there's been some days that I haven't had any appointments and just said to hope I would go out there and catch somebody, but I kind of learned that that's hard to do, just depending on somebody to walk up. So that's why I've started doing all this other stuff. That way, I try to have something set up every day. That way, whether they bring anything in or not, I won't be standing out there waiting all day.
All right. Let me ask you this: if I wanted to go from a 210 series to a 210 game, how do I do that? How do I bowl like Bo?
Lots of practice, and pick your spares up.
Pick your spares up. All right, brother. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us today. You go back, go sell some cars, and stay in touch. And if anybody needs you, you need a car in North Carolina, bowsalescars.com.
That's it. No deal like a Bo deal.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you.
Get You Some Radio. You've been listening to the Get You Some Radio Show. Subscribe today at terrylancaster.tv to hear more episodes, win valuable cash and prizes, and get free training to help you create an army of buyers who know, like, and trust you before they've ever even met you. It's a big, wide world, boys and girls. Get out there and get you some.